Hello, welcome to Tool Tuesday. This week on Tool Tuesday, we're going to pick up where we left off last week with this 48-inch pipe wrench. We're going to go ahead and get it broke down today, as far as I can get it, which isn't far for a pipe wrench. And don't really know the make of it yet, but hopefully when we get into it and start cleaning things up, we'll get that figured out. But right now, we're going to get it broken down. First step, and then the next step is going to be minimal cleaning to do what I need to do with it, and that is first we're going to tweak it back into shape a little bit where the nut is, and then we're going to rebuild the broke off piece that's missing, and then after that we'll get it polished up and looking pretty, hopefully. Okay, we were able to, in that last clip, I was trying to reform the head and, like, I don't know what you would call that, raise the metal instead of taking a grinder and actually grinding the metal off. I tried to get in with the chisel and get under it and lift and reform the head back into a shank as much as possible. I think we did pretty good. That's a pretty good chunk of steel sticking out there. I mean, that's all that we're sticking on there. So when I remake the rivet, or I'm sorry, the spring, it gives me a pretty good chunk of steel there to redo the rivet out of. I don't know how that is in there. I think I've seen things like that before. It looks like a rivet, but then it has like splines around it, and it's a little oversized, and I think you drive them in and then they swell and everything. I think. I don't know where to pick any of those up, so I left him in there, but I have a small problem, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up. So I got this guy here all formed back together, and it's looking pretty good. It's nice and square. The crack here closed up real good. And I'm not thinking, I know. The shaft, the handle is bent because this jaw is cocked down real hard. I don't know if you can see it, but it should be relatively square. I mean, you have some wiggle in this right here. The camera's not showing how far out this thing is, but when I rebuild this to look like the other one and put the little divider in here and the piece that wraps around, there's not going to be enough articulation there for that thing to square up. It won't be able to grip anything. So you may be thinking, well, who cares? There you go. You can really see it. It's way out now. And this is all pretty square in here. There's just a little bit of movement either way, but there's nowhere near enough that would bring that in square. I'm worried I'm gonna have to put some big heat on here, get this fastened somehow, and heat this up because it's bent right, because this guy all through here is straight as an arrow. And I think when it gets up here, somewhere in this area here is where it's bent. And I'm guessing with that guy bent, using either, it may have all done it all at the same time. When it bent, it may have busted that thing. So my worry is getting this thing jigged up to hold it tight. I'm hoping I don't tear that off, but that's where we're at right now. We got him all broke down. Got the rivet out of there, that guy out of there, that guy's square. So still no maker's marks or anything like that, but we still got a good bit of fabrication to do.